If we get what we got out of minicamp throughout training camp, it's over for Deshaun. He's atrociously volatile right now in practice.
Deshaun Watson is a 9-year veteran with $230 million guaranteed. Shedeur Sanders is a rookie who didn't even get drafted until round 5. And right now, according to the people actually in the building, this is not close. Shedeur got hot in minicamp. Watson is turning the ball over and looking like the same guy from 2024, maybe worse. Every beat writer covering this team is saying the same thing about Watson, and none of them can find a bad word to say about Shedeur. So today, we're breaking down exactly why this quarterback battle just tilted, and why Deshaun Watson's job might already be in trouble. Let's start with what almost nobody outside Berea wants to admit. Most of the national coverage on this quarterback battle isn't actually watching this quarterback battle. It's recycled takes from people who haven't looked at a single rep from minicamp or OTAs. And when you actually dig into what's happening on the practice field, the story changes fast. The general read from national media right now is that Deshaun is a small favorite. Some outlets are even calling it a big favorite, mostly because he's Deshaun Watson and he commands the headlines. But that's not analysis. That's just name recognition talking. It's not built on anything Watson has actually done this spring. It's built on the fact that he's the guy who signed the big deal a few years back. Here's what actually happened. Browns beat writers who are in the building every single day are saying Watson has not looked good. Some are saying it looks like 2024 again. A few are saying it might be worse. And on the other side, you cannot find a single credible source, even the ones who clearly don't want Shedeur to win the job, saying he's been playing poorly. Nobody's out here defending Watson's tape. Nobody's out here criticizing Shedeur's tape either. That split alone should tell you everything. Big media is going to keep pushing the narrative that this is a coin flip because that sells more than a rookie running away with a job from a guy owed hundreds of millions. But the people who are actually there every single day, watching every single rep, are seeing something completely different. They're seeing a second-year quarterback getting hotter every week and a 9-year veteran who can't find any consistency at all.
Everything I read, it feels like Watson is the small favorite.
I want to almost feel like it's
Small favorite? Where are you reading that at? Small favorite. Like, what are you reading? That's one thing. Why don't you go in more detail? Another thing, small favorite. So what do you think when you hear that?
a big favorite,
right?
But it's Shedeur Sanders, and
Hold on. Let's go back to what he said.
I want to almost feel like it's a big favorite.
Right.
Why is it a big favorite then? Why is it a big favorite? Why? Tell me why. Why do you feel that way?
Right.
But it's Shedeur Sanders, and he gets so much attention.
Oh, that's why, because Shedeur gets attention. That's why it's not a big favorite right now, because Shedeur gets a lot of attention. It's not because Deshaun was playing bad in minicamp.
So if the people who are actually there every day are seeing Shedeur pull away, why is the story still being sold as a coin flip? The answer is laziness, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. National coverage treats this quarterback battle like a formality. Older coach, established veteran, of course he starts. That's the lazy version of this story. It ignores literally everything that's happened on the field over the last few months. Now look at what's actually been described from these practices. Watson has been called atrociously volatile. Not just inconsistent day to day, but inconsistent snap to snap. One throw looks like the guy who tore up the league in Houston. The next throw looks like a turnover waiting to happen. He's up, then he's down, then he's up again, all within the same period. That's not a guy building a foundation. That's a guy who can't find one. Compare that to what Shedeur has done. He got hot in minicamp, and by every account, he's stayed hot. Not perfect, but trending the right direction every single week. That's the difference between a quarterback who is building something and a quarterback who is bouncing between two extremes with no in-between. And here's the part that matters most for Todd Monken. He doesn't have unlimited time to wait around and see if Watson can rediscover his old form. 2 Achilles tears will do that to a career. Monken is watching the exact same tape everyone else is talking about, and he's the one who actually has to make the call. If the volatility doesn't stop, the decision starts making itself.
Like, he's got to take a step up for minicamp and OTAs. He's got to get better. He can't keep playing what he's been doing. Like, Deshaun can't keep doing what he's been doing. Like, he's got to take a step up now into training camp. He can't keep doing it. He's at major risk of not winning the quarterback battle. That is a fact. If he keeps doing what he's doing, especially what he did in minicamp, that is a fact that odds are highly against him not winning that job unless Shedeur face plants.
Well, if you got a 30-year-old coach or a 35-year-old coach, he's got all the time in the world. Since when do these guys have any time in the world? I mean, Jonathan Gannon was one of the best-known names, up-and-coming names. He got 2 years.
You could spin it, too. You don't have all the time in the world to see if Deshaun Watson can reflip it and win it. That's the thing. And win games. You don't have all the time in the world for that either. And he's also shown you that he's very ambiguous right now. He's very volatile from practice to practice right now. He's also shown you that. So again, when you're putting Todd Monken in this picture and what he's going to do, you're really going to have to look at it in two folds here. You can't just go, oh, the veteran, going to be the veteran. We'll just go with the veteran. Like they did with Flacco, Pickett, and whatnot. It's a battle. And from what we saw in minicamp and the OTAs, like, he's volatile. He's up and down. He's atrociously volatile to the point you don't know what you're going to get even. Like, he'll make the prettiest throws and come in and make the ugliest throws. He's atrociously volatile right now in practice. So again, are you not paying attention to that? Because that's a major data point right now that's got this on its axis. That is what he's seeing, and Monken is seeing that. He's seeing the volatility. What you're seeing with Shedeur is on an upswing. You're seeing Deshaun up here, down here, up here, down here, up here, down here. And sometimes that's from play to play, not just day to day.
Watson isn't losing this job to outside noise. He's losing grip on it in a real time, on tape, in front of his own coaching staff. So what does Shedeur actually have to do from here? This is the part that gets skipped in most of the coverage, because most of the coverage isn't paying attention to the actual coaching points being made about him. The number one thing being asked of him right now is processing speed, reading defenses faster, getting the ball out quicker, letting everything move at the pace an NFL offense demands. That's not a knock. That's the normal ask for any young quarterback, and by every indication, he's already answering it. The improvement isn't a maybe, it's already showing up on the practice field, which is exactly why minicamp turned into a moment for him instead of just another rep. Here's the blunt version of where things stand. If Shedeur simply keeps doing what he did in minicamp and carries it into training camp, this job is his, not because of hype, not because of the jersey sales or the record-breaking rookie year off the field, because of what shows up on tape when the pads come on and the reps get real. It's sitting right there for him to take. And that's what makes this different from a typical quarterback competition. This isn't Shedeur needing some miracle turnaround to steal a job. He already has the job in front of him. The only question left is whether he keeps his foot on the gas or whether he gives it back.
Chris, that is the number one thing I want to see from Shedeur. This training camp is I want to see him process. I want to see him get the ball out faster. I want to see it going. I want everything to move a little quicker for him.
Right.
This is what I want to see. How about I'll do this? This is what I want to see. I want to see him continue just doing what he's doing and just ramp it up. Get hotter and stay hot. That's what I want to see. I want to see what we saw in minicamp more than what I saw in OTAs, and I want it to stay that way. If we get what we got out of minicamp throughout training camp, it's over for Deshaun. It's your job. It is on his shoulders to come out here and win the job. No one can take that away from him. He knows what he needs to do. He can win that job. He's shown that he can win that job. He's shown it already in minicamp. It's his job right now. It's just whether or not he gives it away. That's it. That's it. It is his job right now. It's whether or not he gives it away. He can take it over right now. It's his right now. He can give it away to Deshaun if he wants, or just keep it. But as long as he keeps doing what he did in minicamp, it's his job. That's it. Over and done with. It's a harder ask than what I just said. But again, he comes out and keeps doing what he did in minicamp. That's his job. That's it.
Right now, this job belongs to Shedeur Sanders. The only person who can take it away from him is Shedeur Sanders. Now, flip it back to Watson, because his side of this is just as important. If he wants to win this job back, the fixes aren't complicated to name. They're just hard to actually do. He has to stop being volatile from snap to snap. He has to stop putting the ball on the ground. He has to stop throwing the kind of picks in practice that a 9-year veteran shouldn't be throwing. Basically, he has to stop looking like a second-year quarterback and start looking like the guy who got paid $230 million guaranteed. He's still capable of flashes. There are reps where he looks exactly like the version of himself that tore through the league early in his career. But flashes aren't consistency, and consistency is what wins a job in August. Right now, he's giving you one great throw followed by one bad decision, over and over, and that pattern has to break before training camp turns into preseason games. This is why so many people close to the building are starting to mentally prepare for a hot camp battle instead of a guaranteed veteran takeover. Not because they want Watson to fail, but because the tape is forcing the conversation. A guy with his contract and his track record should not be this hard to project heading into a decision point like this. And that's the real story here. This was never about Shedeur needing to prove something extra to catch up. It's about whether Deshaun Watson can find enough consistency to hold on to a job that is currently slipping through his hands in real time.
Again, he just keeps doing what he's doing. That's his job. Deshaun would have to put the foot on the accelerator. He's going to have to stop being volatile. He's going to have to stop putting the football on the ground. Stop throwing picks in practice. Stop looking like the second-year quarterback. He's going to have to stop looking like that. He's playing good hero ball. He's making some big plays. Like I said, you're either here, and you're just bouncing back and forth. Sometimes from play to play, sometimes from practice to practice. That's got to stop. If Deshaun wants to win it, that's got to stop. Even if Shedeur takes a little half step back or whatever, he ain't going to win it if he's doing that. It ain't going to happen unless Monken likes something or feels something about certain packages or whatnot. Again, all Shedeur has to do is keep doing what he's doing.
One quarterback is trending up every single week. The other is searching for a floor. That's the entire battle in one sentence. Let's put this all together. Shedeur Sanders got hot in minicamp and has carried that momentum through OTAs, and the people who are actually watching every rep cannot find a real criticism of his tape. Deshaun Watson, meanwhile, has been described as atrociously volatile snap to snap, with turnovers and inconsistency that a 9-year veteran should not be showing this deep into an offseason program. The national media keeps calling this a coin flip because that's the safe, lazy version of the story. But Todd Monken doesn't have the luxury of being lazy. He's watching the same tape everyone in Berea is watching, and right now that tape says one quarterback is building something real and the other one is trying to stop the bleeding. Training camp is going to settle this, but heading in, the momentum belongs to Shedeur and the job security question belongs to Watson. So here's the real question heading into camp. Does Deshaun Watson find his floor in time, or does Shedeur Sanders simply keep doing what he's already doing and walk away with the job he's clearly earning right now? Drop your prediction in the comments. Watson holds on, or Shedeur takes it outright? Smash like and subscribe.